What's good, everybody? Continuing with our Oscar week coverage, I'm going to be talking about some movies that you should check out and that's worth your time. Today, I'll be talking about that movie, The Shape of Water. Now, this movie was directed by Guillermo del Toro. He's one of the best directors of our generation. A couple of movies you may have known him for is the first Hellboy. He did Pan's Labyrinth, and he also did Pacific Rim. In this movie consists of this character, Eliza. She's played by Sally Hawkins. Another of the prominent characters is Michael Shannon. He plays Strickland, sort of the security military enforcer of this movie. Richard Jenkins plays the character of Giles. He's Eliza's best friend and neighbor. Octavia Spencer, she plays Zelda. She's been working at this facility with Eliza for about 10 years, so they're also good friends. And Doug Jones, he plays this sort of amphibious creature that the government finds. Well, the character Eliza is the main focal point of this movie, and she lives a very isolated, monotonous, repetitive life. Every day she wakes up, gets ready to go to work, goes to work at this government facility where they does like experiments and have secrets and things like that. Well, she cleans there. That's all she does. Her, Octavia Spencer's character Zelda, they just clean. For the last 10 years, they've been working in this facility. Nothing really exciting happens, just that sort of repetitiveness. Well, one day they bring in this creature that they find in South America, and it's sort of amphibious, half man, half fish sort of deal. And they really don't get into any detail about where it's from or what it can do because they really don't know. Well, during this movie, the character Eliza and this sort of half man, half fish, they don't give it a name, but they create a bond. And at first it was a bond over eggs. She would leave like little treats for it. And then she started teaching the creature how to sign because Eliza's a mute, which means that she can sign, she can hear, but she can't speak due to an injury that she was suffered when she was a child. It was some cuts on her neck that cut her vocal cords. Now this story is pretty good. You know, as a man, I really don't like all this lovey-dovey fairy tale stuff, but the cinematography, the acting, just the whole look of this movie, it kept me captivated through the whole 2 hours because this is about 2 hours movie. It just kept you locked in. This character Eliza, played by Sally Hawkins, she does an amazing job. Like, I don't even know how we have never heard of her before, but she does an amazing job in this movie. Michael Shannon, he brings it as Strickland, and the story does. If you're a man's man and you're really not into that lovey dovey stuff, it is a little far fetched. You know what I'm saying? Because she does have sex with this creature, but at the same time, if you're a lover of film, then you can go to this and watch this movie and you won't be disappointed. Now, in the end, the government decides to kill this creature. And of course, she doesn't want this to happen. So her, Octavia Spencer, her best friend Giles, with the help of a Russian spy who was working inside the government facility, they all conspire together. And I guess you could say they break the creature out and set him free. And in the process of this, Michael Shannon character shoots and kills Eliza when they were on the docks, about to set him free into the water. Well, this creature then at this point goes and cuts Strickland's throat and takes Eliza's dead body and jumps into the water. Well, while in the water, he uses some sort of magical powers that he has to turn the cuts that were on Eliza's neck, he turned those into gills. So she was able to breathe underwater like him, and he saved her life. So I guess it had a happy ending. And like I say, as a man's man, it can be a little far-fetched. But as a lover of film, I think if you go see this movie, it all just sort of meshes perfectly. Guillermo del Toro did a great job with this movie, and it is no doubt justified that it's nominated for an Oscar. Well, that's just my thoughts on the movie. If you go check it out, I hope you enjoy it. If not, let me know in the comment section why you didn't like it and why I was wrong. Anyway, I'm your boy Dress, y'all, and I'll catch your ass out there in the universe. Peace.